Do you have an activity plan for your business that you follow each day? Are you doing it consistently? Do you even have a plan? Whether you need help tweaking a plan that you already have that's not working the way you want, or you need help creating a plan from scratch, this training is going to really help you out in that I'll help you develop a plan that will have you consistently working on the most important activities in your business. Hi, my name is Dr. Bob Clark. I help part-time entrepreneurs get results for their business in whatever time they have with the goal of going full-time. So let's talk about a daily action plan. The best daily action plan for you is the one that you'll actually be able to consistently follow each day. Let me say it again. The best daily action plan for you is the one you actually consistently follow every day, right? There's no sense in having a plan. Some people call it a DMO or daily method of operation. There's no sense in having that if you're not really following it consistently. Then that's just something to put more guilt on you. So when I first got started, one of the first times I've heard about DMO or daily method of operation was from Ray Higdon. And he was very big on that, right? Follow your DMO, follow your DMO. And he gave out the DMO that he used, which was 20 no's a day, piece of content, preferably a video every day, and some personal development. That was his DMO. So I made it my goal to follow that DMO. And I failed monumentally. I couldn't do it. I wasn't Ray. I didn't have the time that Ray had. And that daily action plan did not work for me. It just didn't work. It's not surprising, right? So there's no such thing as a one size fits all daily action plan. You typically start with this question. It's probably the most important question, right? Which 1 to 3 activities that if you did them consistently in your business would give you the best chance of getting results? That's a really important question. Said another way, what handful of activities have the best chance of making you money? That's really what we're talking about. And it depends on a lot of things. It depends on your business model. Are you network marketing? Are you affiliate marketing? Are you a video marketer? Are you doing drop shipping? What are you doing in your business? So the business model has a big effect on what your daily action plan is going to be. Where are you in your business? What's your experience level? Are you beginning? Or do you have some results under your belt and you're more experienced? What does that look like? What have your results been like so far? That's really important. And then finally, what's your preferred marketing method? Do you prefer working on social? Are you an email marketer? Are you a video marketer? What are you doing? What do you want to do as a marketing method for your business? All of these factors have a role in creating a daily action plan for you. But here's the thing. There's more to a daily action plan than just activities. So I could ask you those questions and I could create a daily action plan for you. And again, it may not work. It may work, but it probably wouldn't work because it's not optimized or personalized for you. So everyone's different and there's other factors involved. So I've looked at all these different factors and I've come up with 4 that to me, you really need to address if you want to personalize your daily action plan for your particular situation. First one is time. How much time do you have? Do you have 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day, maybe 3 or 4 hours a week? Do you have little bits of time, 15 minutes here and there throughout the day? Or do you have some days where you have big blocks of time? All of this matters in terms of how you construct your daily action plan. So time is the first factor. You can't have a full-time DMO on a part-time schedule. Doesn't work. Second factor is energy and health. What's your energy like? What's your overall health like? Are you high energy or low energy? That will dictate how much you can get done. Are you healthy? Or do you have health conditions which maybe drain your energy or stop you from focusing? Is that going on? So we need to know a little bit about your overall health and your energy level so that we know how to put together that daily action plan for you. Another thing, how easily are you distracted? Do you have attention deficit or something similar? That will have an effect on how much you can get done in a given period of time. So again, these are important personalized factors for your daily action plan. So we've talked about time, we've talked about energy and health. The third factor is your personality type. Are you introverted like me, or are you more extroverted like my wife? You put me in a crowd of people that I don't know, and I'll go to the sides of the room. I'll be the wallflower. My wife will be in the middle, meeting everybody to introduce to me, right? That's why we're good at parties. But are you introverted or extroverted? If you're in network marketing and you're introverted, the way that you prospect will be different than the extroverted person. So we need to know that. Are you a consumer or producer? Do you like to learn or do you like to do? You need a balance of those two if you're really going to make it work. But we need to know, what's your personality like that? Which do you like to do? What are your strengths and weaknesses? That's really important. That will determine which activities I would tell you to put into your daily action plan based on your strengths and weaknesses. And then the fourth factor, which is possibly the most important one, is your desperation factor. How high a priority is your business right now? I'm talking about level of urgency. Back when I was doing my business part-time, the majority of that time, I didn't have a very high urgency for my business because I liked my job. My job was great. I got paid well for it. I was creating a business to have more options later as I got closer to retirement, and that's how it worked out. But in the beginning, I struggled because my sense of urgency was low. It didn't matter if I did anything that day. I could always do it tomorrow. And when you have that going on, I can tell you from experience, it can be a really tough place for you to build your business, a lack of urgency. The higher priority, the more urgency you have, the faster your business will grow because you'll do more. You'll take more action. So all those factors come into play when you try to optimize or personalize your daily action plan. It's not just the activities, but it's these extraneous factors that are really, really important in your business. And once you've thought this through, you can begin to put a daily action plan together that makes sense for you at this time in your life. But until you've thought this through, you can't do that. And sometimes you need help, and that's where I come in my training. That's what I really excel at, is helping people put together plans that they can actually follow day in and day out, be consistent, feel good about themselves, get rid of the guilt, and grow their business. That's what I do. As with anything else in business, sometimes you need to test and tweak a daily action plan. So you put together a daily action plan, you try it out and see if it works. If it works, great. See how consistent you are with it. If it doesn't work, where'd you go wrong? Where do you need to tweak it? Did you underestimate how much time it would take you to do something? That's a big one. Did you think, prospecting 5 people would take you 10 minutes and it's taking you 30 minutes or an hour? Did you underestimate your ability to focus and remove distractions? Did you underestimate your ability to stay in your lane, to remove distractions or at least minimize them and keep focused on what you're doing? Because a lot of how good you are with your daily action plan will depend on how good you are at focusing and removing distractions. Did you overestimate your ability to do certain skills? Maybe you need to go back and relearn something or get better skilled. Maybe that's part of the problem. It's all part of taking that initial daily action plan, testing it, tweaking it, see how you can make it better. And mine, I'll tell you, it took me about 4 or 5 editions of it before I got it exactly where I wanted to do it. And mine has changed over time too as I grew as a marketer. So the key is start with something, you put together some kind of daily action plan, you tweak it, and you keep trying. And the goal at the end is to have a rock solid daily action plan that is activity driven, that you can finish consistently day in and day out. That's your goal. That's your goal. You want to have something in place sitting next to your computer so you're never guessing what to do. And it just becomes such a routine that you follow it day in and day out. And if you do it consistently over time, you will get the results you're looking for. That's the key. Now I just gave you the keys to the kingdom, right? But as usual, there's more to it than that. And there's more that I can cover in this Facebook Live. So If you want to go deeper, I highly encourage you to grab my Stupid Simple Daily Action Plan for part-time entrepreneurs. It's totally free. It's super popular with people because this is the foundation from which everything else goes. If you don't have a plan that's activity driven, that will get you results, and one that you can follow, you don't have a shot. You're just throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks, right? The old spaghetti formula, what sticks? That's not a way to grow a business. You need a plan that you can follow and that you can do it consistently. And that will give you the results you're looking for. If you need help with that, go to bobandrosemary.com/plan, PLAN, and grab your Stupid Simple Action Guide for part-time entrepreneurs.